Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Now, the other recognizable name on the roster, Angel Reese, who has got to be absolutely terrified. It is not going to be a good Christmas for the villainous Angel.
The WNBA is buzzing after Angel Reese, known for her bold sideline antics, revealed her fiery plan to take on Iowa superstar Caitlin Clark. Reese has confidently declared she's ready to take Clark's crown, though some doubt her trash talk is enough to match Clark's incredible skill level.
There is no one like Caitlin Clark in the history of the WNBA.
Jared Schwartz wrote an article where Angel Reese opened up about her long-standing rivalry with Caitlin Clark, saying most people don't understand the history behind it.
Angel Reese was older. I would have gotten on her about what she just said. Because I would have been like, how naive can you be?
Right now, the most shocking thing isn't Reese's confidence. It's her boldness in challenging someone like Clark, who is considered the best in women's basketball.
For me and Camilla, this is the most we've ever lost in our life. I only lost 7 games in my last 2 years at LSU. So, it's been hard for me. But adjusting and just kind of have that mindset of, just moving on has been something I try to give myself a little bit of grace.
If you think Reese is all talk, you're not the only one. Stay tuned, because the big difference between these two players isn't just fun to watch. It says a lot.
Reese is a wonderful player, but she does not compare to what and who Caitlin Clark is when she's on the basket.
Let's talk about Angel Reese for a moment. She's full of charisma, confidence that shines, and a talent for staying in the spotlight. Whether it's her bold moves on the court or calling out rivals, she knows how to get people talking. And who better to target than Caitlin Clark, the superstar who's taken women's basketball to a whole new level. Reese knows exactly what she's doing, going after the queen guarantees attention.
At what point were you waiting to pull out this kind of a Caitlin Clark?
Caitlin Clark is a hell of a
Incredible
player for sure. But I don't take disrespect lightly. And she disrespected Alexis and my girls. South Carolina, they still my SEC girls too. But y'all not gonna disrespect them either. So I wanted to pick her pocket, but I had a moment at the end of the game, and I was in my bag. I was in my moment. Yeah.
Caitlin Clark isn't just a good basketball player. She's the player. Her rookie stats are like something from a basketball storybook. 19.2 points per game, 8.4 assists, and highlight plays that leave even the pros amazed. Clark doesn't just play basketball. She turns it into art. On the other hand, Reese has impressive skills, with sharp passes and incredible three-pointers, but her 13.6 points per game show she's not quite at legendary status. Yet.
Angel Reese spoke to the media. She didn't speak to the media after the game against Caitlin.
Reese isn't letting her stats slow her down. She's training with David Alexander, the same trainer who's worked with LeBron James. That's like learning piano from Beethoven. But here's the catch. Fancy workouts don't automatically mean success. Reese needs to lock down the basics, the core basketball skills that Clark has already mastered. Then there's the big question. Her focus. Critics often say she seems more into Instagram likes and brand deals than sharpening her jump shot.
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Clark shines under pressure, delivering in big games and crucial moments. In contrast, Reese's most memorable moment so far was a taunt during the NCAA championship that caused more debates than cheers. It got people talking, but while Clark was breaking records, Reese was playing the villain in a one-sided story. Still, don't count Reese out just yet. She's got fire. Sports fans love an underdog with something to prove, and Reese isn't here to play nice. She's determined to show she belongs with the best. Whether it's doubling down on training or ignoring the critics, she's clearly motivated. The real question is, can she back up her bold talk?
She wins the national title. First thing she does, she mocks Caitlin Clark. And then she doesn't even celebrate with her teammates. So she's made it personal with Caitlin Clark. Then she's played off of that. Even Caitlin Clark getting knocked down in that game on Saturday, who's standing up applauding but Angel Reese? So she's sort of embraced a Draymond Green role here.
People are loving the rivalry between Reese and Clark. It's like the hottest reality show on TV. Team Reese versus Team Clark has everyone talking. Reese's fans admire her bold personality and underdog spirit, while Clark supporters respect her skill and professionalism. It's raw passion versus polished talent, and it's making the WNBA more exciting than ever. But this isn't just about Reese and Clark. It's about what they stand for in women's basketball. Clark's dominance and Reese's fierce drive are bringing in new fans, breaking barriers, and showing that women's sports can create just as much excitement as men.
Caitlin Clark's last WNBA playoff game had over 2.6 million viewers, and now we are seeing the ratings dip under 1 million.
The upcoming season is going to be a showstopper. The first game between Reese and Clark will be must-watch TV, with every move picked apart, every shot analyzed, and every reaction turned into a meme. For Reese, it's her chance to prove she's more than just big talk. For Clark, it's about staying on top as the queen of the court. The verdict? Reese has the passion, but she's got a long way to go. Clark just needs to keep dominating like she always does. Either way, the WNBA comes out on top. This rivalry isn't just about basketball, it's a cultural moment, a sign of the league's growth, and proof of the amazing talent in women's sports.
Forbes says Clark was chosen for leading the Indiana Fever to their first playoff appearance in 8 years, while breaking the WNBA single-season assist record and earning Rookie of the Year honors. But wait, there's more. She also led the WNBA All-Star Game voting with more than 700,000 ballots and has been credited with an increase in league viewership and attendance.
Reese's big plan is to train with David Alexander, a top coach who's worked with LeBron James, as if being around greatness will automatically make her great. Sure, Reese, because that's how it works. Meanwhile, Clark doesn't need flashy moves. She's out there putting up stats that make seasoned pros look average. Reese can hire all the trainers she wants, but she's still got a long way to go before she's anywhere near Clark's level.
Now, jealous WNBA players will have the opportunity to earn that credit. Now, players like Angel Reese, they will be given the chance to test their star.
And then there's Danica Patrick's take, which only stirred the pot even more. The NASCAR star didn't hold back, saying Angel's obsession with Caitlin was more harmful than helpful. According to Patrick, Angel's jealousy was obvious, and it wasn't a good look. Meanwhile, Caitlin was praised for her calm under pressure and her focus, even with all the noise around her. It's easy to see why Caitlin is so admired. She's not just a player, she's a leader. During the 2023 season, she carried Iowa all the way to the NCAA finals. The pressure didn't shake her, it motivated her. Her court vision, ability to read plays, and unbreakable confidence made her the star everyone wanted to watch. Even though Iowa lost in the finals, Caitlin's performance stole the show. She didn't just play, she inspired.
And Angel Reese knows a ring is...
Let's not forget Reese's off-court antics. From complaining about WNBA salaries to stirring up social media drama, she's earned a reputation for being loud. While Reese is busy perfecting her Instagram and cashing in on her Reebok deal, Clark is focused on what really matters: winning. Reese might call herself a disruptor, but the only thing she's disrupting is her own credibility. On the court, Reese shows flashes of brilliance, but it's more like a flickering candle compared to Clark's blazing bonfire. Clark isn't just scoring, she's running the game. She's the Steph Curry of women's basketball, hitting threes from impossible angles and making passes so precise it's like she's playing chess while everyone else is stuck on checkers. Reese? She's still working on her jump shot. Let's go back to their rookie seasons in the WNBA. Clark came in strong, averaging 19.2 points per game and leading rookies with 8.4 assists each game. Reese scored 13.6 points, but the difference between them was clear. Clark didn't just join the league, she made a big impact. Reese is still learning how to keep up. What makes Clark unbeatable isn't just her stats, it's her mindset. She excels under pressure, delivering amazing performances game after game. Reese, on the other hand, tends to falter when it matters most. She has heart, but heart alone doesn't win games or beat a legend. Remember Reese's most talked about moment? The taunt during the NCAA championship? She did the "you can't see me" gesture aimed at Clark while trying to show off for the cameras. Meanwhile, Clark was busy making history. That moment was embarrassing for Reese and memorable for Clark. Reese thought she was getting attention, but she just highlighted her own insecurity. The upcoming WNBA season is going to be exciting, mostly because Reese likes to create drama. Fans are split. Team Reese loves her underdog spirit, while Team Clark respects her true talent. But this rivalry is more like a show. Clark is far ahead, and Reese is struggling to keep up. In the end, Reese's biggest challenge isn't Clark, it's herself. She needs to stop chasing headlines and focus on improving her game.